if you pick it and eat it right there in the garden in the warm sun, it's got a flavor it's very good.
A bit of that late summer joy will be spread throughout the year, starting this fall, if one is to believe the CEO of Calgene about the potential of the company's new genetically engineered tomato. Tomatoes, of course, are already available all winter. But to avoid spoilage, farmers in Florida pick them green, then ripen them with ethylene gas, yielding a product that many believe tastes more like cardboard than tomatoes.
We found the gene that produces the substance that naturally makes a tomato rot.
Using the tools of genetic engineering, scientists at Calgene were able to turn off the rotting gene, allowing the tomato to stay fresh 7 to 10 days longer. As a result, Calgene's Flavor Saver tomato will be picked when it is turning red on the vine and brought to market without gassing. Salquist predicts consumers will notice a dramatically better taste.
You know, this is a $4 billion market, and we're interested in getting a small piece of that.
In genetic engineering, scientists manipulate the chemical DNA, which carries the information, the genes, that specify what a living thing is and how it functions. The technology is being used in attempts to solve many problems, especially curing human disease. By inserting human DNA into a fertilized egg, researchers have produced patented goats whose milk contains drugs that could be used to treat human illness. And they have created and patented pigs with blood that might be someday used in human transfusions, and carried out thousands of other experiments. But for now, the new tomato is getting much of the skeptical attention. Nora Pouillon is one of 2,500 prominent chefs who have signed a letter promising to boycott the Flavor Saver and other genetically engineered foods.
We don't know what kind of effect it will have on the next generation. I mean, starting to play around with different genes from different species. I mean, I think that sounds sort of scary.
Most scientists dismiss such fears as misinformed and groundless. The Food and Drug Administration and the U.S. Department of Agriculture have approved the Flavor Saver.
We know exactly what we're doing. We've evaluated it very carefully, first in the laboratory, then in the greenhouse, and then in the field.
Biotechnology companies are working on dozens of new agricultural products, including cotton that would withstand greater doses of weed killer, and rapeseed with oil lower in saturated fat. The genetically engineered tomatoes will cost more, but if consumers accept them, much of the industry's attention will turn to making more produce available year-round. Imagine fresh corn, strawberries, and peaches on the shelves in February. The scientists are predicting that genetic engineering will bring an endless summer to the supermarket. Robert Bazell, NBC News, Davis, California.
Scientific cooperation in Washington today. Vice President Gore and Russia's Prime Minister, joined by President Clinton, announced joint participation in an international space station. It could be in orbit by the end of the decade. The meeting also produced a Russian agreement to limit exports of its missile technology. When Nightly News continues, a fearful black man leaves an all-white town and falls victim to crime back home.
Good morning, sir. Would you care for a cereal?
Not just plain cereal. Let me tell you what really tastes great. First, I like to start with lots of delicious flakes. Then I'd sprinkle on a bunch of plump, juicy raisins and a few tender,
dates. Sir?
Yeah, dates.
Almonds? Sir?
Almonds are crunchy, good call. And what if we sweeten it with some brown sugar?
Brown sugar, of course.
Can you really make something that good?
Trust me, sir. We'll get it right.
The one-of-a-kind taste of Kellogg's Just Right. When it tastes this great, you know it's just right.
She says she left her lights on all day.
Who gives you free emergency service if your battery ever needs a jump start? You're all set now. The Die Hard. Only at Sears. We're driven to satisfy.
You waiting for the perfect time to paint? Well, guess what? Time's up, because Sherwin-Williams is having a perfect price sale with Weather Perfect Exterior Flat at only $10.99. It ends October 2nd, so stop waiting and start painting. Hey, buddy, you missed a spot.
He packs heavy. She packs light. She wears silk. He wears wool. He's comfortable at 68 degrees. She prefers 72. Good thing they own a Buick Park Avenue with available dual-zone climate control. 72 for her, 68 for him. Too bad everything isn't as accommodating as Park Avenue. From Buick, the new symbol for quality in America.
If you're taking the leading prescription medicines for asthma, ulcers, or high blood pressure, and you need a pain reliever, the one doctors recommend most is Tylenol. Not aspirin, not ibuprofen. Talk to your doctor about Tylenol.
I knew something must be wrong. I was getting these sharp pains, and sometimes pressure and bloating. I'm glad I asked my doctor. He said it was gas and recommended Mylanta Gas.
Mylanta Gas. It has the best medicine for gas.
Welcome to Today, the #1 morning program. Brings you people you won't see anywhere else. Join Brian, Katie, and Willard and see what a difference Today makes.
When a federal judge ordered all-white Vidor, Texas to desegregate last year, 4 black adults moved in. They were not welcome. All have left now. The last man got out of town just yesterday. Today, he is dead. NBC's Jim Cummins has his story.
Bill Simpson was a big man, 7 feet, 300 pounds, a gentle giant to most of those who knew him. He was shot to death last night on this street in Beaumont, Texas, apparently the victim of an attempted robbery.
We've had 5 or 6 of these same type robberies in this area in the last couple of days, so people are just getting more brutal.
But Simpson is more than just another crime statistic. He was one of 4 black adults who tried to desegregate this public housing project in all-white Vidor, Texas. They encountered spontaneous hostility.
We're a small town, and we ain't number whites who wanted to just leave us alone.
And organized hostility, like this Ku Klux Klan rally.
You better pack up every damn thing you have ever gotten from Vidor, because you're not welcome here.
Eventually, all the blacks who tried to desegregate Vidor left town. Simpson was the last to leave yesterday after 7 months, saying the threats and intimidation were too much.
There's no future here. The only future I do see here is death.
Ironically, death is what he found only 12 hours later on the mean streets of Beaumont. Some of his former white neighbors in Vidor are saddened.
I'm sorry he's dead. I hope they get whoever does it.
But many people in Vidor, at one time a Klan stronghold, were quick to point out Simpson died in Beaumont.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with our town.
Gerald Gilboa is not convinced of that. Gilboa is president of the Residents Association at the housing project where Simpson lived in Vidor. He and the black man were friends.
And it's just a really high coincidence that he moved out here at 10 o'clock Wednesday morning, 10:45 Wednesday night. He was shot 7 times.
The suspects in Simpson's killing are black, and late today the U.S. Attorney in Beaumont said Simpson's death was not racially motivated. Jim Cummins, NBC News, reporting.
Ever since sex abuse charges surfaced against Michael Jackson last week, it's been next to impossible to pick up the paper or turn on the TV without seeing that story. Well, the facts have been hard to come by. But who's more interested in the story? The media. Here's NBC's Jim Masada.
While Michael Jackson dances again to his music, the world seems awash with a different tune.
My client is innocent of any wrongdoing.
Did Jackson do it? Was the whole story made up? Though no charges have yet been filed, the media can't resist digging up the dirt. Even if the star is innocent, his career may already be hurt.
We don't know the truth. We know what people have alleged, and we're reporting it as fast as we get that information because we figure if we don't, somebody else will.
But some readers and viewers say they're sick of the blitz.
I arrived here a week ago, and that's all I've seen on TV. There's Michael Jackson.
At Hollywood's Walk of Fame, Darlene and Bud Mills of Moore Park, California, laid flowers on Jackson's star. They say he's just a media victim.
And I guess that's what the newspapers feel, or the television people feel, will increase their ratings.
The talk of the town. Michael Jackson under criminal investigation.
Indeed. Ratings at the network's Los Angeles stations jump at the top of their local news, where the Jackson story always plays. Newspaper circulation is also up.
It was a seemingly anxious and upset Elizabeth Taylor who rushed to be by Jackson's side.
Interest in the world's biggest entertainer is just too great. The Washington Post has run 11 articles on Jackson. All the major networks have daily coverage. Once last week, it was the top story on NBC's Nightly News.
Is Michael Jackson going to make a new statement? He's got a whole cadre of international...
But whether it's fueled by the press or the public or both, Speculation about the megastar will likely continue until the whole story is out. Jim Masada, NBC News, Los Angeles.
When we come back, this dinosaur is a purple passion for kids, but some parents are seeing red.
A woman is different than a man. Her system is 3 times as likely to become irregular, and harsh laxatives can upset her. Correctol is the gentle laxative made especially for women. Its special formula combines a mild laxative with a softener, so it works gently, predictably, overnight.
No wonder more women trust their systems to it.
Correctol, the woman's gentle laxative. You can trust it. Now also in new easy-to-swallow caplets.
For 4 days only, every gallon of paint, thousands of colors, is on sale at Sears. Weather beater exterior flat or easy hide semi-gloss interior. Save 50% a gallon. But hurry, sale ends Monday at Sears.
Why Centrum Silver? Because you're over 50 and you're just hitting your stride. Centrum Silver vitamins. Because the latest scientific research about changing nutritional needs after 50 is built in. Centrum Silver. It's a great time to be silver.
Tears of pain, tears of joy. But when your eyes are dry, soothe them with the tears of Murine. Closer to your own tears than other leading eye drops or artificial tears. Murine, natural tears formula.
Who makes the liveliest Mexican dressing? You do. Because now there's Mexican spice from Good Seasons. A unique blend of savory spices bring a lively taste to any salad. New Mexican spice.
From Good Seasons.
They're rambunctious, full of energy, and in constant motion. They're kids. Unfortunately, not all kids are like this.
That's why Kellogg's Rice Krispies, you know, the cereal that talks, has something really important to say. From now until September the 5th, every time you buy a box of Rice Krispies, Kellogg's will give $1 to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. That's right, $1 from Kellogg's every time you buy Rice Krispies.
Because someday we'd like to see Jerry's kids just be kids.
They said little Leah would never think, see, or hear, but her parents didn't listen and never lost hope. Miracle Child.
An all-new Dateline NBC.
Tuesday.
Finally tonight, Barney. If you have kids, or maybe even if you don't, you know who we mean. The relentlessly friendly purple dinosaur created 5 years ago by a school teacher as wholesome entertainment for her kids. Barney clicked and has become big business with all the usual tie-ins and spin-offs. Kids love it. But this dinosaur has some parents wishing for extinction. NBC's Mary Alice Williams.
Lurking inside this warehouse is a Jurassic-sized money machine.
Barney is a dinosaur.
Who makes a lot of grown-ups wish for a killer asteroid.
I have a hard time with all that happiness.
No signs of extinction soon. The record company that's produced Jethro Tull, Fats Domino, and Jesus Jones has signed the Magenta Giant to a rock star-sized recording contract for songs like
I love you, you love me.
2 million copies of which have been unleashed on the public this week.
I've been in the business since 1974, and we've had a lot of artists come through since that time, whether it's been Elvis Presley, Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, Eric Clapton, and I've never seen anything like Barney in the past.
Barney's Favorites has the ominous title of Volume 1. Those who've memorized the 30 Barney episodes on PBS will be relieved to hear he's taped 18 new ones. He's got a book deal, 16 to be published by year's end. A movie deal and a primetime special are in the works. He's got a new video, the 13th, 8 of which are in the national top 20. And Hasbro's paid $100 million to manufacture a Barney that talks when you hug him. 572 phrases. Imagine.
Super, Steve, super.
And he's only 3 years old.
Even parents who view him as no more than a flannel-toothed oaf with congenital cellulite concede this.
But the kids really obviously enjoy him.
And that is one of the more redeeming values of Barney. He immobilizes children for 30 glorious minutes, during which you can
Make the beds, unload the dishwasher,
make a school lunch and a list for the sitter,
take a shower,
and wipe the peanut butter off the TV set. All the while, the children are learning important life lessons.
To share, to fasten, and to share in your seatbelt, and to share.
Even Barney would agree you don't have to share everything. There are some things children should be allowed to enjoy all by themselves.